What's going on, hustlers? So this video is going to be my honest review of joining Jack Hopkins, the new elite networking group. So some of you guys might come here from my channel and you want some insight on it. Some of you guys might be coming from Jack's channel or his Instagram story, or Bill or Ryan's Instagram story, or whatever the case may be. So just a little bit about myself. I'm 21 years old, living in South Florida. I work in government contracting. So I'm 21 and I've done $3 million in government contract sales. I own a consulting and educational company, and it's pretty much entirely remote online coaching. I do go and speak at seminars every now and again. And that business model is bringing me between like 15 to 20K a month pretty consistently. I am an endurance runner, and then I've got a whole bunch of experience in other aspects. I dabbled in fashion, worked for the largest student-run fashion publication in the country. I've been in Paris Fashion Week. In terms of traveling, been to about 30 countries. I've got some crazy stories. I've partied with the Formula One F1 team in Montreal. I've island hopped on catamarans. I've backpacked through Western Europe. I've done the whole Tokyo thing. I've done Beijing, done Shanghai. So I've got some experience in a bunch of different arenas. I think I'm pretty well-rounded. So that's a little bit about me. Now let's get into the honest truth about Jack Hopkins' networking group and kind of what he's running. So first things first, I am very satisfied with the customer service, the level of attention that I got. So I ended up watching a video of Jack's on Sunday. By Monday, I hopped on a call with Ryan, which is one of the guys that helps him run the whole network. And then by Tuesday, I was on a call with Jack. So Sunday, I saw the video. Monday, I hopped on a call. Tuesday, I was on the phone with Jack. And now I paid, I signed up. It was not cheap. It wasn't cheap. But I'm a firm believer in life that you got to pay to play. And you pay in 3 currencies in life. You pay in time, money, or mistakes. You pay in mistakes, then you save yourself money and time, because if you're making mistakes, you're probably going fast. If you pay in time, then you save yourself money, and probably you save out on some mistakes, but it takes a long time. If you pay in money, though, then you get to expedite your time, and then you don't make any mistakes. So I paid. It was upwards of $5 grand, but it was less than 10 grand. So that's where I'll leave it at. And I paid on the phone. I paid while I was talking to Ryan. Now, with that being said, I paid 7 grand, and then in 2 weeks later, I made my entire investment back. And the way that happened was I literally talked to Jack for 45 minutes. He was going to talk to me for an hour, but I actually had to go fly. I'm also in flight training as well. I'm a pilot. And I had to go fly. So within 45 minutes of talking to Jack, and really it was like maybe 35 because we were having some audio issues, he gave me enough insight to literally double my income. And then I talked with Bill, who's kind of the guy that handles all the marketing. And if you have an online business, you're definitely going to talk to Bill. He's got a lot of insight. So Bill gave me a whole bunch of free game on a reoffer. So essentially I was doing like a marketing promo, and I think I made like 8 grand off of that. And then I talked to Bill again, and then he gave me insights to optimize my website. And me optimizing my website has brought me probably, I don't know, 4 grand since then. And I finished optimizing it maybe 2 weeks ago. And then I'm doing another round of optimizations and automation. So I made my entire income back, or my entire investment back, within 2 weeks of speaking with Jack. And then I got a positive ROI after speaking with Bill. So within a month, I literally doubled my investment that I had gotten into the new elite. And then Jack and I mean, I would say, I don't know how many guys are in the new elite now, but I think we have a pretty good relationship. We talk probably like 3 times a week on DMs, and we send each other voice notes and stuff. When the time comes and I've got some free time, I'm going to go visit him out in Thailand. But yeah, we talk like pretty regularly. Like when I signed my contract with Delta Airlines, he congratulated me, and he shoots me DMs all the time. He swipes up on my stories. So I've got a pretty good relationship with Jack. And then Ryan as well. Ryan, Jack, and Bill, pretty much the 3 guys that run the thing. I talk to them weekly. So I get pretty constant check-ins. Now, one of the main benefits that I think of the new elite that is, you know, super slept on is you can connect and do business with other people as well. So I actually got a relationship coach, shout out Tim, in the new elite, and I had been looking for one, and his pricing, I paid a couple $1,000s to work with Tim as well. But the good thing about it is if you do have a business, you're going to be surrounded by people that have thousands of dollars to throw around at, you know, personal development and stuff. And I talked to Tim probably 2 to 3 times a week as well. And we talk in the DMs, and then we talk on the phone as well. We hop on Zoom calls and stuff. So if you offer some kind of personal development services or anything like that, any kind of online coaching business, if you join the new elite, not only will just discussing with Bill and Jack and Ryan be able to increase your margins and your revenue, but you'll also have potential revenue streams from guys that are also in the network. So that's another thing. And then outside of that, I mean, there's just people that I talk to regularly that I'm just friends with. And one of the main reasons why I joined the new elite was it was a Sunday night, and I had just finished sending some emails. And it's crazy because, you know, especially when you're young and you make a lot of money, it can get really, really lonely. Like, I think I made like $8,000 that day. And then I went to the gym, and then I read like a sales book. I read Grant Cardone's Sell or Be Sold. And then it's like 9 p.m. and I'm like getting ready to go to bed. And I was like, shit, bro, it's so lonely. I literally didn't do anything this weekend except work on the business and on myself. And I literally saw Jack's video, and I was like, okay, maybe this, you know, will help quell some of that loneliness. I don't think any human being should be lonely. I do think that as you go on your journey of self-development, there will be periods where you should be alone. But mine was like very, very prolonged. And I was just like, you know what? If this is one of those things where I can make that go away by paying money, I will do it. I'm a big believer. I'm a big spender. Money's infinite, right? And if you are not willing to spend a bunch of money, then you're telling yourself that money's scarce and money's energetic. So you're giving away like a scarcity mindset to the money. So I spent that money, and now I have friends that I talk to regularly. I'm a super social guy. I have friends, you know, in real life, but not every single friend is going to check every single box. And right now I'm sober. I'm not drinking any alcohol. I'm an endurance runner as well. I got a couple marathons under my belt, a couple half marathons, and I'm running my next race in about 3 weeks. And I just decided, I was like, hey, listen, I don't want to drink anymore. I want to put a good performance on race day. Like, I'm trying to go sub 3.5 hour marathon pace for my next big race. And just not drinking alcohol is really, really helping me with that. But a lot of my friends, they do drink alcohol, and through no fault of their own. You just can't associate with that. You're the average of the 5 people that you hang around. I don't do any drugs. I wouldn't say I'm straight edge, but I don't indulge in like a lot of the other stuff that kind of impacts your mind, your spiritual state, your physical state. So it was really, really good to just be surrounded by a group of guys. Although it be virtual, it was really good to be surrounded by a group of people that were on that same type of timing. So if you're a man and you're on that journey and you're really trying to optimize your life, and you feel like, hey, you know, it's hard. When you examine kind of the percentage of human beings that operate on that level, it's a very, very small percentage. Like less than 1% of men operate at that level. And especially at this age for me, when, you know, I'm out earning grown ass adult men, making like this year, I'll probably do $250,000 in income. And to do that at 21, just kind of the level that you operate at, there's a very, very small group of people in the world that operate like that. So to kind of be connected with other guys who are 1%ers, it's a nice feeling. And I mean, even if it's virtual, it's like if you're doing enough, or if you're doing as much as you need to be doing to be bringing in those kind of numbers, I mean, it always helps in the free time that you do have to spend it with them. But the majority of your time should be spent working. And a lot of these guys understand that. Nobody gets butt hurt. And everybody's kind of just got the same mission. So that's my honest review of Jack Hopkins, the new elite membership. If you financially are in a place to join it, I would say do it. And even if you spend the money and then it's tight, I would tell you to do it anyways. I think I work with a payment processor, so I hadn't received all my payments for the month of January. So I think I only had like 12 grand, like liquid cash in my checking account. I spent a good amount of that to join the new elite, and I took that risk on myself. And then literally since I've been in it, I've easily almost 5x'd my investment, 4x'd it definitely. So if you're financially in the place to do it, if you know you're on that journey of self-improvement, if you're a 1% man, if you're a 1% hustler, I mean, I got nothing but high praise for the new elite, what Jack is doing and what those guys are doing over there. So I would say join it. That's my review of the new Elite, and I hope to see some of you guys in our next call next weekend.